During the first part of the season, Chelsea was dreaming of title glory. But with 20 games played, the question looms, is Chelsea still in the title race? Or perhaps more critically, were they ever in the race to begin with? To answer that, we need to examine the team's journey, the expectations, and the reality of where they stand now. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca didn't mince his words when asked about his team's title chances in early December 2024. He said, "I don't think we are there and ready to compete with Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City." While some fans took his statement as a dose of realism, others refused to accept it. And why not? At that time, Chelsea were second in the table, only 2 points behind Liverpool after game week 16. The team had been on a remarkable 5-match winning streak, with key players like Cole Palmer, Nicholas Jackson, Enzo Fernandez, and Moises Caicedo thriving week after week. This strong form had many fans believing, even dreaming of a title challenge. The youthful exuberance of Palmer, the sharp finishing of Jackson, the midfield brilliance of Fernandez, and the solidity brought by Caicedo seemed like the foundation of a title-winning side. However, since Maresca's comments, the reality has shifted drastically. Chelsea have failed to win any of their last 4 matches. This poor run has seen them struggle against mid to lower table teams, with only Fulham, sitting in 9th, being a top-half opponent during this stretch. The dream of a title challenge has faded, replaced by frustration and questions about the team's trajectory. From a statistical perspective, it's hard to argue Chelsea were ever truly in the title race. During their peak run in November and December, Opta's supercomputer gave them just a 5.5% chance of winning the league. To put that into context, Liverpool were clear favourites at that time with an 89.9% probability. Fast forward to today, and Chelsea's chances have plummeted to a mere 0.4%. Their odds briefly fell as low as 0.1% after a disappointing draw against Crystal Palace, only to rise slightly when Liverpool dropped points to Manchester United. Even that tiny improvement hardly offers genuine hope. The numbers are clear. Chelsea's title chances are slim to none. But numbers aren't the only factor in football. History shows us that unlikely comebacks can happen. Remember Leicester City's fairy tale title win in 2016, or even Manchester City's repeated ability to close seemingly insurmountable gaps. Chelsea fans holding on to hope might argue that this is football. Anything is possible. However, the betting odds don't seem to share that optimism. At 50-1, Chelsea's title chances are considered a long shot. For those still holding out belief, these odds might represent an enticing opportunity to place a bet. But for most, the focus has shifted away from the title and toward more achievable goals. One reason for optimism lies in Chelsea's upcoming fixtures. The schedule appears favourable, with a run of winnable games that could help the team regain the form they displayed in late 2024. If Maresca can stabilise the team and get players like Palmer, Jackson and Fernandez firing again, Chelsea could build momentum and potentially reinsert themselves into the conversation, if not for the title, then at least for a strong finish. A realistic target now would be a return to Champions League football. Over the past 2 seasons, Chelsea have missed out on Europe's premier competition, finishing 6th and 12th in the league. That 12th place finish was a shocking low point, marking their worst league performance in over 25 years. For a club of Chelsea's stature, securing a top 4 finish and Champions League qualification would be seen as progress and a step in the right direction. Looking at the current table, Chelsea are 10 points behind league leaders Liverpool, but just 3 points ahead of 7th-placed Bournemouth. This precarious position means they're statistically closer to missing out on European football altogether than to mounting a serious title challenge. However, the unpredictability of football is what keeps fans watching. Teams can go on incredible runs, leaders can falter, and seemingly impossible scenarios can unfold. The challenge for Enzo Maresca will be to reignite the form that had fans dreaming earlier in the season. Chelsea's squad is full of potential, but consistency has been their Achilles heel. If the team can focus on building momentum, achieving a top-4 finish is well within their grasp. In conclusion, is Chelsea in the title race? Realistically, the answer is no. The gap to Liverpool is substantial, and their current form hasn't inspired confidence. But as football fans, we know better than to say never. Anything can happen in this sport, and Chelsea's talented squad means they can't be entirely ruled out. For now, though, the priority should be to secure Champions League football and lay the foundation for a stronger title challenge next season. So, what do you think? Can Chelsea pull off a miracle, or should they focus on more realistic goals? Let us know your thoughts.